Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication, which is SWIFT. Now recently SWIFT is in news. Why? Because US and European nations have brought sanctions on Russia to trade through SWIFT. Now what is SWIFT? SWIFT is not a payment gateway. What is SWIFT is merely a messaging system. So it transmits the message from one bank to another bank. It is basically based in Belgium near the capital Brussels in La Houppe, and this system is basically aimed to transfer the messages from one bank to another bank, mainly with dollar. Now SWIFT has so far banned two of the nations. The first one was Iran and the recent one is Russia. However, the story with Russia is not new, because when Russia annexed Crimea in 2014, the same sanctions were laid down by United States, and as a result, Russia started its own platform, which was MIR, which is the National Payment System. And this MIR, which was the National Payment System, started to accept all transactions, debit card and the card processing transactions within Russia. In the meanwhile, Russia also started with its own system, which is known as SPFS, which is System for Financial Messaging, and this system has nearly 13 million base as of now, and more than 400 financial institutions which are part of it. Definitely, this system has certain limitations. What are the limitations in contrast to SWIFT? SWIFT works 24/7, so you can transfer money all 24 hours, 7 days a week. However, SPFS works only on weekdays working hours, and that is one of the limitations. The second is the size of message. So 20 kilobytes is the size of the messages which are allowed under SPFS. As a result of these limitations of SPFS, China's new system was introduced, which is CIPS. As of now, CIPS has only 0.3% share in the market, in contrast to SWIFT. But the CIPS, which is Chinese cross-border interbank payment system, has overcome these limitations which are part of the SPFS, and it is believed that in the Eurasian region, CIPS can turn out to be a regional replacement of SWIFT system. So specifically in the region of Eurasia, it is believed that CIPS can be a regional replacement of SWIFT. Another advantage that Russia cites for SPFS is that it has just half the processing charges in contrast to SWIFT. However, definitely when the SWIFT ban was put on Iran, billions of dollars loss was registered, and the same has been in the case of Russia when US put sanctions during the Crimea invasion. Now SWIFT, the most important thing we need to understand with SWIFT is, since it is a private base which starts, and it has mainly the dollar transactions which occur, initially it was quoted that SWIFT has certain drawbacks. First of all, it is highly time consuming. Then it takes a long time to shift from one bank to another bank, the message to move from one bank to another bank to third bank, and there are multiple chains of bank which are involved in between. Also, it was proved that it is costly. It does not have that transparency as contrast to the direct payments. Now therefore, SWIFT introduced a innovation which was known as GPI, which was Global Payment Innovation, and through this GPI, Global Payment Innovation, it linked nearly 165 banks, and through this the transaction was able to be completed, or is able to be completed within 30 minutes of duration. So definitely there have been changes and improvement with SWIFT as a system as well. Now the next two systems are less commonly heard of. One is INSTEX. Now INSTEX is a system which was introduced by European Union in order to provide humanitarian aid to Iran when when Iran was out of SWIFT. Now, since Iran was out of SWIFT and Iran required humanitarian aid, in order to provide that humanitarian aid, European Union started with a new system which was known as INSTEX. However, this is largely unused, ineffective, and deals only with non-dollar transaction. So INSTEX deal with only non-dollar transaction. That is another very important thing to understand, and this is known as instrument for supporting trade exchange. Then the next one is SFMS. Now this is Structured Financial Management Solutions, and this is sponsored by India. So India sponsored SFMS, SPFS sponsored by Russia. Then you have CIPS by China, and SWIFT, which is considered as a global platform. Now, India started this system in 2001 at IRDBT, and this system works for both interbank within bank and intrabank within bank and interbank across banks. So it includes all the systems which are RTGS, then EFT, DVP, CFMS. So all those systems are included in this chain of SFMS. Now, another important thing we need to understand is when India has brought this solution, there are application providers, APIs also introduced with the same. The same is the case with SWIFT through the SWIFTNet. Now, again, SWIFT has its operating centers across the world. There are 3 important operating centers which are in Netherlands, US and Switzerland, and 1 command and control center located in Hong Kong. So with that, SWIFT has an ability to do transactions of to nearly 11,000 financial institutions, and half of the transactions are high value transactions covering nearly 200 nations across the globe. So this is what we have understood about the various systems and the global messaging systems which relay the transactions. Very important, especially in light of the recent Russia-Ukraine crisis, and we need to understand all these systems very carefully. An extremely important topic for your upcoming examination perspective as well. We will be covering many such interesting sessions for you. Stay tuned. Have a wonderful day ahead.